Hey, what's going on there? See, we got a couple of people in the chat. Hey, Zoe, go ahead, post your question in the chat while I get to it here. All right, cool. I'll pull up Baltimore. Yeah, I thought Miami. What's happening? I thought you might show up. All right, let me uh okay, let me pull up. Let me go ahead and pull up one of these for y'all. All right, so we'll do Baltimore. I always do this. I messed around and added something. All right. While I'm pulling that up, you guys have any other questions for me? Cash up. Hey, I'll put the Patreon. I've had a Patreon for years, and I've never done anything with that freaking Patreon. All right, so let me pull up this. All right, cool. I got it now. All right, Baltimore. Okay, Baltimore, Maryland. So let's see here. All right. Health code violation. Baltimore. Baltimore MD. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. So see that just health code violation. All right. And then Baltimore. Let me see if that's coming up. Is that coming up okay for you guys? The low pristine quality. Uh, is it Zoe? Zoe Holiday? All right, we're gonna pull up. All right, let's see here. So we're gonna pull up health code violation, Baltimore. Who's next after Baltimore? All right, cool. All right, establishment closures. We don't want that. Food facilities. Baltimore's making it kind of difficult. All right, let's give this one a try. Food facilities, Baltimore City. Yeah, y'all making it rough. Baltimore's putting you through it. We don't want mosquito. Let's go with this food facilities. We don't want human trafficking. All right, let's see what we got here. Man, forget this. Health code violations, Baltimore MD. Hell, we'll go with closures and we'll work our way back. All right, so this appears to be the way that Baltimore is working. Okay, so you're gonna go to the city health department, environment, food facilities. See, it's got to be there. All right, well, there's closures. We don't want closures because they're already gone. Oh, nice. That's the date for reopening. Well, okay, you can use this. All right, you with me? You can use this part. All right, so so they're already reopening. So they already have issues. No potable water. That's not helping you. Operating beyond the scope. Oh, good lord. Operating without a license. That save a lot. About this markets. Wendy's. Wendy's. Baltimore down bad. All right. So they don't even have an opening date for your Wendy's. But anyway, you have the address. You can go ahead and check these places out. And then you can give them your information. Okay, so there's Subway. There's Subway over there. And these are places like I was telling Mike Sneed, like Subway has over 37,000 restaurants. I have a McDonald's store that I'm working on for everyone, and showing the Black McDonald's Operator Association. If you guys want, I can show you a little bit of that. But just trying to show you guys how to break into the McDonald's as a those the black operators because they're always looking for somebody because they don't feel like they're being treated fairly. Plaza. All right, we want to skip over these closings. Let's go. Baltimore's being difficult. Sorry about that. Baltimore's being difficult. But you got Baltimore. You got Maryland, DC. Man, Baltimore is really rough. What? I'm sorry. Your site is really hard to navigate. Out of everybody's, your site is really hard to navigate. Let me try. Um, let's go violations. We'll try that in the search. Let's see here. That's, mm, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to go with another city. Sorry. What city's next? Uh, you know what? Tell you what. I'll look into Baltimore for you. What about training? Training on what? There's over 3,000 different type of appliances. Training on what? Ah, yeah, with ice buildup. Ice buildup on what in Miami? Ice buildup on a fridge, on a walk-in. Um, Ice buildup on what? No, I know it's Miami, but on what appliance? Man, I wish I could find something better for you in Baltimore. Somebody give me another city. Hey, Zoe, find give me another city that's pretty close to you. I know you want Baltimore, but I'm having a difficult time with Baltimore. I'm having a really difficult time. Restaurants. This is crazy that they're making this so hard. This really shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, I know. Restaurants are shut down. They have to post their violations. See, that's the thing, everybody. They have to post these violations. These places have to be safe for people to eat. Ah, okay. So here was the deal. They have a new inspection portal. There it is. All right, so it's health.baltimorecity.gov. All right, Austin. Oh, okay. Oh, you're in Austin. Oh, yeah, Austin is nice. DC. Okay. But did you see it, Zoe? Health.baltimorecity.gov. This is where they're saying everything is. So we're on there. So let's see the list. And still no list. Whoa, Baltimore, Baltimore, Baltimore. Hold on. What did this just say? There it is. Bam. All right. Finally. 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 Okay. So this is kind of like why I did this for you guys. So you can see. All right, so finally we're in here. We're in here. Um let's see here. Give me a zip code, though. Give me a zip code. Who all do we still have with us here? This thing isn't telling me like how many people. Oh, I only got like 4 people. Give me a zip code and then we'll roll from there. I'll just hit search in the meantime. So there it is. So it's Baltimore Portal dot Jadian dot JADIAN.com. Baltimore Portal dot JADIAN.com. Baltimore. Okay, cool. Let me put that in. Let me put that in. All right, 21217. All right, and let's see what kind of fun we're gonna come up with. All right. Mm, okay. Big Mama's place. Check her out. All right. And then feel free to put in the chat what other city you guys want me to look into next, or what other questions you got. So let's see what yours says. It just says districts, number of reports. Oh, they're really hiding. They're really hiding stuff. I like to stay away from churches. I like to stay away from schools. I like to stay away from Foreign Legion social clubs. You want to know why? All right. Oof. And City Hall cafeteria. Oh, stay away from that kind of stuff too. Zoo, not so bad. Be honest with you, the zoo is not so bad. The bait shack. Let's see what they got going on over here. Ooh, those are old. Man, what is up with Baltimore? All right, but this shows you a track record. This shows you a track record of this. Oh, wow. You have to download it. Man. Okay. So you got your work cut out for you. All right. So you got a lot of hunting to do. This is the only city I've seen like this. All right. So 5 to 7 items that are in violation. I don't compliance. Okay, no, they say these are in compliance. Cooking time, cold holding, cooling time, hot. So you want to focus on cold, you want to focus on hot. Those two those two seem to be in compliance. IN is in compliance. Oh, let's get out of this. And let's go back. Let's go find something else. And they have this according to alphabet. This is really, your stuff is really frustrating. You see if the thing will let me select another one. Right now, it's not letting me select Big Mama Seafood. Fine. We'll just do that. And nothing is coming up. No, I didn't do Miami yet. I did not do Miami. And Baltimore is giving us some problems here. Baltimore is not okay. It's slow. It's loading, but it's loading slow. Here we go. They have done no inspections since the virus. Oh, this is rough. Okay. Well, as you see, as you see with Baltimore, okay. So you got the restaurant's name, you got the full address, you got a good phone number. When the last time they were there, not observed. So they didn't even go in. I wonder if this place is even open. They didn't even get a chance to check out any of this stuff. Okay. So this is so Zoe, this is kind of strange, but if they put a mark on your stuff, that means it's not in compliance. All right. So they're not checking any of the temperatures. Um, Warewashing facility. So I don't know if you saw the video, but I was telling you about the test strips. I'm gonna have to do a video about those test strips that you can sell to your customers. They cost as little as $5 to $7, but it's a good way to get in. Then you have to check for the different types. You have quat, you have bleach, which is chlorine. So you have quat, you have bleach, and then you have another chemical. It's late for me, so you have to excuse me. So you could check for chemical concentration in the water, and I can give you guys a video about that. It's a very simple thing. You just take the water, you could dip it actually in the water in the dishwasher, um, or dip it in the water that they carry that they have in the sink to wash the dishes, and then you place the strips inside the cup, and you swirl them around, and then you check it against a chart that comes with it. I didn't do a video. I didn't do a video. I'll have to make it. I'll have to make it as we go. Oh yeah, Miami's ahead. Let me go to Miami again because let's see here. Toilet facilities, not clean. Okay, proper backflow device. I got to do another video for you guys on backflow prevention devices. I've already got everything set up. I just have to release it. Just have to put it together, add my voice to it. All right, so you get the idea. Even though Baltimore's on the East Coast with Miami, you guys are both, yeah, it's late, and you guys are going to be going in. Um, they use in the hospital. Yes, it is very similar to that. Um, the strips in the hospital, like I said, all there it all depends on what chemical you're testing. You're going to have the concentration for that. You'll see the strips that might be blue. In the hospital, you see a lot of them that are green, and they're checking for the parts per million concentration. So let me see here. Like I said, just want to come on real quick and do a little something for you guys. All right, let me get away from Baltimore. I'm sorry, Baltimore, but Miami-Dade health code violations. Miami was a little fun. I'm sorry. Miami was fun. All right. So Miami-Dade, Florida. Actually, everything from Florida is through the state capital. Let me go back to that. All right. And let's see here. Everything for that, it wasn't Florida Health. It was, let me do health code violations, Miami, and it's going to come up with Tallahassee. So I can go to fun times. All right, let me see your chat 1 second. Miami-Dade locations. Your local, yeah, URI is having a free class on refrigeration. Yes, yes, I actually did a video on that. I did a video on that. What are you in New Jersey? Darius, are you in New Jersey or California? Because I did a video. If you look at my other videos, your class is coming out on the 22nd. It depends on where you are. If you're in California, you're in Atlanta. Yeah. So yes, that's all I was saying. It's in California, Atlanta, and New York. There are three classes. So your URI class, is it like the 22nd, I believe? So yeah, and yours is like Copeland, which is going to be about compressors, which you really need to take that class. You really need to take it if that's something that you're interested in the refrigeration side of things. Man, what is going on? I am all right. Health code violations, Miami-Dade. I said I was gonna come on for a little bit, and then I end up with this craziness. Hold on, I have Atlanta still up. I still have some Baltimore. This is Miami-Dade. Let me go to reports. Unsafe structures. Now, this is a completely different one. Yeah, that doesn't matter. It's still refrigeration. It doesn't matter. Refrigeration is refrigeration. and the EPA certification is slightly different. Let's see here. Okay. Oh man. Let's see here. All right. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I was actually on the wrong screen. And I'm catching up on all your videos. Oh man, you don't have to look at all the videos tonight. The minute I say let's go ahead and do this, that's when I have a problem. All right. Keeps taking me back to this. Inspections and complaints. This is the minute I want to go live, that's when this acts up. The minute I go live, all right. I got Baltimore, I got Maryland, I have Atlanta, I got Miami. Oh, all right, cool. Hold on, guys. There we go. All right. Everybody see this? The sushi loco. All right. Now how many? Okay, we got about 7 people. All right. For everybody just coming in, I'm going over how to look up stuff with the health department. With Florida, all of Florida, it's going to be this Tallahassee.com, and then you're going to want to go to then once you go in, then you can go to all of um, all of Florida. I don't know why I just went to Leon. You can go and check it. Florida's once you actually get into Florida's site, it's actually kind of nice. And now it's acting up. I'm sorry, Zoe. I looked up Baltimore. So Baltimore, you're gonna have to you see how to look it up now, and you're actually ooh, slim chickens. You're actually gonna have to go through each one to see, and you're gonna have to download, which is kind of a pain. Ooh, okay. Oh no. Look at this tropical smoothie cafe. Why did they not? Why did they have a warning? Something is going on with my internet. Little Caesars. All right, I'm not able to go in. So these people didn't pass their first inspection. Do you look at the total or high priority violations? Yeah, I do. I look at both. You're going to want to look at the for Miami. You're able to look at the ones that have total. But I've gone into ones and I was nicely surprised. Ones that had A rating still had slime in the ice machines. Still had black specks on the ice written right there in the report. And I don't know why. Let me go back to Data Central. Nope. Man, my internet is killing me tonight. Let me see if I can refresh this and get this thing to work right. Mm. Well, it's not so much taking the ice machine class, even with the A rating nasty. Yeah, well, they give them a chance to take care of it because the things with ice machine is that you don't really know. They just go over to the ice machine, they scoop out the ice, and that's that. Let me show you. Like this is for let me see if I could see myself. Ah, shoot. All right. This great. This is for isomatic. This is what you're going to find in the brand new Isomatics. Can you see this? I dropped a sensor. And they also have a sensor. Oh, I'm gonna have to let me get something dark to put behind this. They also have a sensor. Let's see if this sensor comes up. Bam. All right, this is a little better. They also have a sensor inside each and every one of these. And what this does is it's measuring the water quality. Big service company and services. What about the big service companies? If I tell you that the industry is 50,000 people short, McDonald's has 30 something thousand restaurants. Subway got 30,000 restaurants. And if this thing was working right, freaking internet was working right, um, it was saying how many restaurants just in Miami. So let me go through this. There isn't enough people, and the health department only gives you 7 to 10 days to correct it. So if your guys are already busy, they can't get to that location. All right, so this is a previous one. Oh, LSG Sky Chefs. That's always going to be the airport. If you see LSG Sky Chefs, stay the hell away, because that's going to be the airport. That's going to suck up your day, um, because you're going to have to park a ways away. You can't park close to the facility because of security. So stay away from the airport. It's not going to be worth it at this point in time. It's not going to be worth it. Now this is freaky. That all this stuff is coming up, but it won't work. None of my stuff is working. Let me close out all the rest of these windows. I'm actually going to start a new one. So, what other questions you got? So, don't worry about the big guys. The big guys, let's just say they have 100 people. Let's just say they have 100 people. Um, Kango, what's your area? What's your area? Got it. Airport is in yeah. No, you don't want to do a place that's hard to get into. All right. Those people are going to call you because nobody wants to go there because it's hard to get into. So why would you want to tie up 5 or 6 hours of your day, have to go through security and all that stuff for what? I mean, the other companies will charge, by the hour or every 15 minutes, sure. But you're not being a smaller company, you have to get to your other clients. So if you don't have any clients, then yeah, fine. You can mess around with 4 or 5 hours of your day navigating through freaking airport and airport security and whatnot. But if you're trying to get to customers, I don't advise it. Oh, good, freaking working now. All right, it's unstuck. It is unstuck. I'm gonna kill this tab. I'm gonna kill this tab. I got another tab that's working. Oh, I know you guys don't think I'm old, but I'm old. All right. And judging by by my numbers, you guys are old too. The average viewer is about 45 to 55. All right. So, son of a gun. Whatever is going on, it is StreamYard. It's stuck. It is stuck when it comes to this. This website doesn't want to work with it. But anyway, um, to answer Kango, put in your area. I don't, you don't have to give me specifics, but put in your area so I can give you some examples on the screen. All right. So there were 531 restaurants, right? That in the last 21 days, right? 143. Now think about that. 143 restaurants in 21 days did not pass their health inspection. 143. And that's just Miami-Dade. Oh, you one of the younger ones. Okay. That's just Miami-Dade. That's just Miami-Dade, 143. So that has to be cleared up within 7 to 10 days. All right. Um, and included in that is, I mean, everyone. Let's see here. Here we go. Here are the 143 that didn't pass. All right. So at least those, you know where they are, you know the date, right? And this applies to wherever you are. Oh, you're in day two? Oh, sweet. Okay. So see, like the two of you guys, like you and Miami Appliance, even if both of y'all were in Miami at the same time, Miami's still in that Austin, 2 hours from me. There's no way the two of y'all can even get to 143 restaurants and satisfy all the things that they want. Snappers, fish, and chicken. I think this is a Jamaican restaurant. It's either that or it's going to be a Asian restaurant. All right, 7th Avenue. All of these were on the third, so the clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Um, M&J Delights, Opalaka, Sylvia's Cafe. That sounds black. All right. Isla del Encanto. I had looked these up earlier. This is the one I think is African over there on Fountain Blue Boulevard. So you can actually, I'm having technical difficulties, but you can actually go in there. Piola. We have some Piolas here where I am. Um, so all of these places have warnings issued. So you would actually, oh, is Snappers Jamaican? Is it? Man, there's like three of y'all in here from Miami. Okay. So Snappers got the Dade County team. Yeah, I know, right? Oh snap. Yeah. So Chinese restaurant. So you guys can just log in, you can look along with it. And we got 7 riders in here. Original Pancake House. I would love to get in here and show you. But most of the times when I went in here, there was a problem with the ice machine. All right, so you can see emergency order call back time extended. So this Y&O Peruvian, and I like Peruvian too. This place is having a problem. This Peruvian restaurant is having a problem getting their situation taken care of. A lot of times that problem, a lot of times that problem is because they can't find a servicer. So I wish I can go in there and see what it is, but everything is so behind. All right, Michael Schwartz events. Nah. La Quinta Inn. Did I tell you guys about La Quinta? So when it says ice machine, does that mean it's broken or needs to be? Yes, you have to read it. They have to describe in there because the people that are reading this typically aren't going to be appliance people. Like I said, this is ambulance chasing. This is quote unquote beneath you. But this information is readily available. This is to protect the public. So um, like if I go into this La Quinta and if I see a listing under the pest, I'm like, ooh, they got bed bugs. So you know not to stay there. You don't have to call La Quinta and say, hey, do you guys have bed bugs? It would be listed right there in the report. Same thing with the ice machines. If there's a problem with the ice machines, which I wish I can get in there because I am fairly certain there is, it's going to be in there. Mm. Oh, fairly certain it's in there. Um, See, there's that Peruvian again. I don't know if that was the same one. Emergency order recommended. See, that's January. So this Peruvian restaurant is having some problems. Here we go. Hyatt. Now the thing about Hyatt, so is it broken? It needs to be clean. Um, no, you have to, like I said, with the ice machine, you got to read it. So it'll tell you if it needs to be clean. They'll have a description. If it's dirty, they'll say if it's broken, all that good stuff. And then they'll say where the mold is and everything. They'll say inside the machine or just the bin. But if it's in the bin, it's going to be in the machine too. And so if they even clean the bin, that mold is going to come right back. It's going to travel from the machine down into the bin. So it'll be that mold is going to repopulate the area within a matter of 24 to 36 hours. It'll be molded again. So all your hotels, Four Point Sheridan. Now the thing with the Hyatt sometimes has people working for them, but sometimes those guys don't do everything. Sometimes they might say, "Hey, I had a bad experience with ice machine. I don't touch them." So you never know. But is anybody logged in along with me and checking this out? Since hell, 90% of the chat in here is from Miami. Espresso Cuban. Man, I was gonna get into these. Let me go further down. All right, good. You're in there. So when you look at it, I mean, you can see they have a descriptive. Oh, good. They have a descriptive report. Miami does. Miami's report is really nice. When I went in there earlier, I was I was actually looking at Miami's report earlier when I had to force myself to stop because it was just call after call after call of the health department coming out there and then in the course of their routine inspection finding mold in the ice machine. So you'll see that the some of those say, "Oh yeah, the was it rectified right on site?" Yes, but that was on site. So when the health department comes back in a few days, there's going to be mold in it again, and I guarantee you the employees are not going to be searching that ice machine. Let me see what I can do to get this thing up and running. And I don't know why this thing likes Leon County. Oh, this is killing me. See, this thing is supposed to change, but it's not. All right. Yeah. Okay, good. Time temperature control for safety. Yeah, that means that means they got it already set to 38 degrees, but the temperature is saying 41, 45. So they got it set like to 9. They got it set because it'll go from like trues will go from like 1 to 9, and 9 is the coldest setting, and nothing. So that means chances are it's frosted up. The coils are frosted up, just like a residential refrigerator, like a Samsung, like a French door. And if the ice buildup blocks the fans, it can't circulate the cold air. All right, so everything's working, but it can't circulate the cold air. So all the same principles apply. So if there's an ice buildup because the doors were open and that moisture went into the box and it froze up, now the fans don't circulate the cold air. The fans don't circulate the cold air. And so now it's not going above 40 or 50, just like a residential. Right. So the money. Yeah. So it's your job to go ahead and see. They could look at a YouTube video from now until they're 100 and they'll still never figure out if it's the fans that are gone out, if it's the thermostat that's gone bad, because all that depends on the age. If the unit is low on refrigerant, all that comes with the technician's eye. All right. And so you guys have the base training. You already got the training. So it's just a matter of finding everything else. That part is what transfers over. Everything else does not. All right. Everything else forget about it. Everything else does not apply. Your training applies. How to analyze the unit, checking door seals, how to check that thermostat, see if it's regulating temperature, how to check the frost pattern on the evaporator. All of that applies. How many calls and all this other stuff, how long does it take to get there? That's all up to you. Ninth page. Yeah, I know. All of the calls say the same. Yeah. Yes, sir. Miami Appliance. All of the calls say the same. Hey, can anybody let me know how far behind the chat is from when I'm saying anything to you guys? Is it like a minute behind when you leave a message, or is it pretty much at the same time? And I would love to go over these with you. I would love to go. I'm gonna have to try this. I'm gonna try this one more time. All right. I'm gonna try this one more time. Oh, good. Oh, perfect. That's what I needed to know. because it kind of feels like I'm not in sync with you guys. Data Tallahassee. So I'm trying this the hard way. Nah, this is too hard. Local violations, Miami. Because I really want to get into one of these with you guys. I really want to get into one of these. So, all right, good. Any other questions while we at? Go ahead, open up one. Open up one in Miami or in your area and hit me with something so I can explain it to you because I'm trying to get in, trying to get into one. Oh, good. See, it is not letting me in. Something's up. All right. Man, hold on. From Miami to West Palm Beach, this is not residential. This is not residential. That is extremely difficult. You gonna travel, what you gonna do? Take A1A all the way up? You gonna take 95? What time of day you talking about doing this? Don't your word, don't screw up your word because these people are in desperate need. So you telling them you're on your way, and then now you're in traffic on 95. What you gonna take the tollway all the way up? You're gonna take three, man, 2.5 hours almost to get from West Palm Beach. From West Palm Beach, okay, cool. I already got the Patreon set up, but you're gonna go all the way from West Palm Beach, from Star Island or Jupiter. You're gonna go all the way down to Hialeah. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. This is not residential. You're gonna pass, sounds crazy to say, but you're gonna pass a good 20,000 restaurants. You're gonna pass a good 20,000 commercial locations just to get to that one. That means you're not doing something right. Why would you drive all that way? That's you're gonna pass literally 30 McDonald's. You're gonna pass 30 Wendy's going from here to there. Let me do something here. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. So Miami, let's see more locations. All right. Ooh. So you're gonna pass up all these McDonald's all over here. Give me a name of a restaurant, please. Give me a name of a restaurant. So you're gonna pass all these up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, you're gonna leave some of those alone there in the airport. 17, just right there. We go Hialeah, 18, 19, 20. See, it's constantly populating. Right, yeah. Dude, I met my wife in West Palm Beach. All right, I lived there for years. So yeah, but forget my we'll even do we'll do Hollandale. Oh. We'll do Hollandale. Oh, my spelling is horrific. You have to excuse me. All right, so here's Hollandale. Okay. You got you got this right here. All right. So you got these right here, Hollywood. So you're gonna pass up all of this business to go all the way up to another one. For what reason? You're looking at the health report. You're looking at the report. You got to use that tool. That's the whole point, is that you can use that report to zero in. Every last one of those people are in need. Now, is someone else already getting to them or are they already calling somebody else? Yeah, sure. That's a possibility. But if you look and you see that they're a repeat offender, it means they don't have anybody. Or the person that they have is no good. So when you step up and you say, hey, I saw you had a problem with torn door gaskets, all that. I'm here. I could take down the model serial number of these door gaskets. I get this ordered and get this in and get this satisfied for the health department. They're gonna love that. Um, there could be 300 of you in here from you could 300 of you could all be friends. There isn't enough of you. There are over 20 or 30 pieces of equipment restaurant, in a single restaurant. Most of the times you have 4 or 5 pieces broken because they always wait until they got a couple of things because they want to save on when the guy comes. And the guy just sticks it to him anyway. We're gonna stick it to him anyway. All right, condensation leak inside the walk-in. Ah, sun moon. All right. Would this be a clogged condensate train? Yeah. Yes. All right. So it could be clogged. It could be a broken line. It could be the line could be because when the lines get, I don't care if it's copper. When that drain line gets blocked up, that ice expands and it will split that copper. It will break apart the welds, the braze joints. So yeah, it could be any number of things, but yeah, it could need a new a braided heat cord for the drain. So just like residential, just like if you've ever worked on Sub Zero or any of those like built-in refrigerators where they have a wire that goes into the drain pan or goes into the drain line, and it keeps that drain line from freezing up. So they have that on walk-ins. But yeah, I've done a Taco Bell. I've done Taco Bell, and yeah, they've had blocked up condensation drains, and they actually had it where it was leaking down into the walk-in box from the roof. So you would just have to see. I mean, they're just saying that because it's public record, so people know. Anything else you guys see that I could tell you about? But yeah, you would never be able to step on your toes. There's 143 violations in Miami. That wasn't Hollandale. That wasn't Fort Lauderdale. That wasn't Hialeah. That wasn't what is that north? Pompano Beach. That wasn't Boca Raton. That wasn't Boca Raton. That wasn't what's it? See, look at all these McDonald's that just popped up. Look at all these McDonald's, and you're gonna drive past all of these to go all the way up to what, Jupiter? For what? I didn't even do that when I did residential. That's madness. I mean, you got the tools. You got the tools. You got to use them. You got to use them. There's more restaurants than just McDonald's, and there's just mom and pops. So if I did, yeah, there's so many. There's so many. So if we do IHOP, it's just one IHOP in Hollandale. All right, so you got IHOP. So let me zoom out. Iced tea dispenser. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they let that stuff sit in the iced tea. Um, chances are you're probably not going to do that unless it's a heated unit and they're having a problem with the heating element. Let's see how many IHOPs. IHOPs are kind of going away. So let me see here. Throw out a restaurant. Give me a medium sized chain. Give me a medium sized chain. And I'll just do Florida. All right. See? So this is IHOP. Finger licking chick. Okay, finger licking. I think we have some here. Now that I zoomed out, look at all these IHOPs. I don't know how it is in Florida, but down here in Texas, nobody wants to serve as IHOP. Nobody wants to. So you're gonna drive past all these IHOPs. You're gonna drive past all of these IHOPs just to go all the way up somewhere else. And I guarantee if you just look on the list and you can go and search the list according to your zip code and everything else. So there's no need to drive all the way up to Star Island. Um, no, no, no. There's no need because you're doing all that windshield time. You could charge a customer for all that windshield time, but now you're on the road and you're not able to get to the next customer. That the time is ticking. They only have 7 to 10 days. The time is ticking. And then if they tell you, because this is what they do all the time, oh, I already got a guy. I already got a guy. Oh, I got a guy coming. And you give them your information. You say, all right, if your guy don't show up, take my information anyway. Then they call you on the seventh day. Say, oh, the guy ain't show up, and the health department is calling me. They're gonna come tomorrow. Now what you gonna do? You know? So you want to keep that place close. Yeah, most places, most websites you could search it, with the exception of Baltimore, literally Atlanta, Florida, Chicago, man, New York, California, everybody else, you were able to search by zip code. Zip code, you were able to search by violation type, even by type of place, whether it was a hotel, a school, a restaurant, a gas station. You were able to break it down like that. So I would love to go back into mine, but I can't. But you see all these, right? And so you said finger licking. All right, finger licking. I was talking with some restaurant owners yesterday, and one of the guys, he has a franchise in Florida. I'm going to show it to you. He's just got one. So here's finger licking. Finger licking, right? Here's finger licking. And that's just Miami. If you wanted to go all the way up to Pompano, and so yeah, some of these people might have a person, they might have a place that they're using. Maybe they don't. Maybe their guy's tied up, right? And then they call you because that's all you need. Because remember, you're the new guy on the block, so you're looking for that opportunity. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's okay. So not finger licking, it's just licking. The lick. Oh, that's weird. All right, that's weird. So you got these. I'm gonna tell you what the other one is called. It's called Russo's. Russo's New York Pizza. Oh, I should have put it in Florida because it's gonna come up with all this Houston stuff. They got some in California. I don't know why I don't have California people looking just yet. It's a lot early there. Florida, but Miami's in the house. You go with Miami because I just looked this up the other day. Ah, these aren't it. Let me show you which one is it. So anyway, you got a lot of pizza joints. Oh, on the island. You got a lot of pizza joints. Oh, there's Piola. There's Piola. Let me see if I can get in there. Let me see if this is the same Piola. It looks to be. It is the same Piola. Okay. So I deal with a lot of chains. A lot of chains. I went to a convention the other day where the restaurants go. And I just went to go and meet with people that I talk to over the phone. They don't know what I look like. So this is Piola. So this is a chain out of Italy that they sell franchise to people here. Usually when you talk to the owner, they are going to be Italian. And they're not gonna speak very much English. English is gonna be horrific. Here in Houston, we got two Piolas. I only deal with one owner, not the other. And the crazy thing is, one location, I deal with the whole strip. I deal with the whole entire food mall. It's like 6 restaurants. I deal with everyone except for the Piola. But then I deal with the other Piola on the west side of Houston. So what these Piolas have, I'm trying to find a picture of the kitchen. So typically, they're gonna have a Vulcan oven, which is a French door convection oven, and they do their pizzas in there. They're gonna have a couple of prep tables. They're gonna have some mixers. Um, I don't even think they have a fryer. So they have a very small assortment of appliances. Everything they need to make pizza and pasta, they do it there in house. All right. So even though it's a chain out of Italy, and you're going to be actually going to be able to deal with that actual owner. See, there it is right there, franchised. And I love these because you have the ability to reach out and touch somebody else besides the owner when they act up. So, yep, see, Florida and Texas. Florida and Texas. Oh, wow, you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky. So, you have quite a few Piolas. Hell, some of the owners might actually own. See, here's the two I was talking about. So I take care of this one and not that one. Why? I don't know. Um, Florida, one, two. There's Hollandale. See? Same symbol, same everything. They typically are going to have the same equipment. It depends on how old the restaurant is. When they first get started, they're supposed to have the same equipment. Because anybody look up these Piolas and see if there's any health code violations, any citations, any warnings? Because typically these people are from Europe and they want to do things the way they want to do it. And then the health department comes in and say, "Hey, you can't do that." And there's usually some pushback, and ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun because the health department is you can't buck the health department. You cannot buck them. They win. They win 10 times out of 10. They win. All right, so this is the right side of the restaurant. See, even though I've never been there, I know. Although it looks like the left, but it could be reversed. So when you come in, yeah, when you come in, I'm sorry, when you come in, there's going to be a bar to your right, and then the kitchen is straight ahead. All right, that should be the setup with every Piola. Let me see if I can find another one. And their equipment is going to be the same. Their equipment is going to be the same. Now, when it does change is because they've been open for some times. That other equipment might have failed, right? And then the new owners, they kind of cheap. They don't want to pay. Oh no, it's going to be thousands of dollars to fix it. Get a new one. Well, guess what? They get tired of that. They get tired of that real quick. Um, I had no idea you guys even had Piola. It doesn't take me very long to go and find a place and find a chain that I deal with. Hell yeah, I might even have to worry about me coming through there. All right. Because like I said, using the health department, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you go. You can find people that need your service. All right. So apparently they got this on the side instead of the back wall. Ooh, and they have a little they have a little wine shop. Oh, they had a little party or birthday because they don't look like the staff. Oh, okay. So here's a nice little shot. Okay, they have a brick oven. This one is a brick oven. So they're gonna have a brick oven, and then they're gonna have another um, oven. They're probably gonna have the Vulcan. I'm sorry, the Vulcan. This back here, this is very unusual to see. This is a sushi case. I wonder what they got in there. There's the on and off switch. There's the green light to let you know it's working. This is the cold rail right behind him. That's the cold rail. All right, you got another prep table back here. That's just the bottom where all the utensils and stuff, the trays and stuff for the fire oven. So that's why they're typically just gonna have one Vulcan. All right, give me another one. Give me another one. Let me see what we can find here. Give me another one. So you don't have to like I said, you don't have to go far. Look at how many that there are. Look at how many. I don't know much about like I said, you got Polo Tropical, you got Chicken's Kitchen. Chicken's Kitchen. Chicken's Kitchen. Chicken's Kitchen still there. How's that? I remember chicken. Yeah, Chicken's Kitchen was. a thing. Houston's restaurant? I wouldn't really mess with one of the high-end locations. The money is there, but the level of unless it's the ice machine. If it's the ice machine, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference if it's a Michelin star restaurant, five-star restaurant, or Bunky's Bodega. Don't make a difference if it's an ice machine. But as far as anything else, I wouldn't really mess with that until you get your skills up. All right, Chicken's Kitchen. Let me see how many are there. Oh, yeah. So, Chicken's Kitchen. You got, I believe you got a combi oven. Man, it's been some years since I've been in one. Let me see if we can find some pictures. Oh, you're only doing ice machines? Yeah, 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 yeah. So, all right. So yes. So when it comes to that, they're begging for people. See, ice machines take a while. Like, put a one in the chat if you saw that video I did with the isomatic ice machine. And that was actually at a nursing home. That was at an old folks home. It was like a 8-story nursing home high rise. And that was the ice machine in the kitchen. Put a one in the chat if you saw that. All right, so let's see here. Chicken's Kitchen. Let me see if I can get a picture. It's really not gonna be many pictures of the back. But you had a lot of prep tables from what I remember from Chicken's Kitchen. Then they had the grill. All right. They had the grill. So, oh man, I think they had a quite a bit, like usually like two grills over there at Chicken's Kitchen because they believe they put it in a combi oven and then they put it on the grill. Um yeah, and then they had the pitas. Yeah, I believe they had a combi oven. So Chicken's Kitchen is a good one. You got a lot of refrigeration and grills, which are easy to work on. And grills are wonderful because grills, especially with Chicken's Kitchen, anytime you deal with that protein and all that fat renders off, it drips over and it blocks up the holes. So unlike a burner tube on an oven, a residential oven where they're sticking out the side, these tubes are all lined up at the top. I'd have to show you. I don't want you guys to see any like dead space. But that would all be at the top and they get blocked up. So what I usually have to do is I take a very small drill bit and I'll drill out all the holes. Just drill them out because they're cast iron burners and you just drill out, you just make the holes open again. And then typically I'll soak them or run some hot water through them and then immediately put them back in place and light them up to dry them out because otherwise they'll rust and the holes will block up again. So it's constant. Places like Chicken Kitchen, those kind of people, they'll end up throwing out a griddle because they say, oh, it doesn't work, and the flames will come out funny. And that's because the holes are blocked up. Now, if you want, especially if they get to be a really good customer. Yeah, you can do that for exactly. So here's the deal, and this applies to grills and this applies to ice machines. When you have a really good customer, what you end up doing, especially you set them up on a schedule, what you end up doing is you take their old parts and you sell them new ones, right? Or not necessarily sell them, but you charge them up a little bit more, right? And you give them all new pieces. So one, you're not spending forever and a day cleaning. Two, you're ready to rock and roll. Everybody can see everything working right then and there. You grab the stuff, you go. You take the old pieces home. That's like what I got here. You take the old pieces back with you, and then you soak them. You soak them. You clean them. This one I didn't clean. This was damaged, but this is a good example. Now I understand Isomatic is starting to do replacement pieces. So what these do is this tests the level. This is the water level, and so what you do is, all right, you guys saw me cleaning that. Well, you saw me cleaning that, Pristine. You saw me cleaning that. So what you do is you take the old ones out and you soak them in the solution, and all of that stuff melts right off. So now when you go back to that same customer, you just take their items and you swap it out. So now you're only spending a fraction of the time in there because you're taking out their old ones and you're replacing them with ones that you've already cleaned and dried and it's all ready to rock and roll. So now you're cleaning out all the little easy stuff and then boom. Right. I know. I saw you put a one in the chat. So that's what you do. And actually, um, what I end up having to do, because that one you saw in the video, this wasn't working. This wasn't working. It was short cycling. So I actually had one, I have a number of them because I'm actually the authorized tech for that brand. So, it's like a 50-50 chance that I get a call on that. Even in the fourth largest city in the country, it's like a 50-50 chance that I'm going to get a call on that unit. For some reason, people hate it, but it is my favorite. That isomatic is my favorite. So, all right. So let me see here. Did you see? All right. So, have you seen any other ice machine warnings? Did you see anything in these reports that you wanted to ask me about to have on hand? Okay. It you're gonna. It all depends on what part to have on hand. These parts are proprietary. So, Isomatic has that, and it has three parts in it. That the float. It's got three parts. See, this one's closed. This is all you see. This is all you see. It's got a number of settings, so you can. It's got a number of things that you can adjust on it, and that always falls out. All right, so mm, this part is not going to go on a Manitowoc, and Scotsman part isn't going to go on a Manitowoc, and none of these are going to go on a Hoshizaki. So it gets a little involved once you talk about just replacing parts. But the number one question you want to ask is it working? Is it working? That is the number one thing you want to know is it working? Right? If it's not working, you have to tell them, hey, I do not guarantee that this thing is going to work. I am just here to clean it. All right. Um, and you would write that up in your paper. Hey, I am only here to clean. I got a guy that's all he does is clean. That's all he does. He agreed to do some interviews. That's all he does is clean. He doesn't do anything else. Him and he uses a couple of his sons to get out there and clean with him. That's all he does. And then so it works out real good for me because he does the cleaning and then I do the repair. So I'll go out and I'll do my thing. And you say, oh man, it would be easier to do both. But customer don't want to pay the full amount. They go, "Oh, well, you came out and I already paid you to clean. Can't you just do this? Can't you just take a look at it?" It's like, no, man, you paid the 450 or 350 or 500 or 800 to get this thing clean. That's the cleaning. Now, if you need a float, you need a fill valve, you need a display, that's a repair. That's a whole nother thing. Because anybody that goes to work on a machine and they see that machine is not clean, they're not going to work on it because the machine's not going to work. I don't care what you change on it, machine's not going to work. So you stay away from it. Oh, damn. You stay away from it if it's not working. So wow, this thing is not. For now, I'm good with just cleaning. Yeah, just cleaning, or you might not ever advance past that. Why would you? It's a six-figure job. It's six figures. Um, See, let me show you La Quinta in. Oh yeah, I remember you now. Okay, you came on the live chat once, right? La Quinta in. Let's see, Miami. I don't even want to do Miami. Let's do Boca. Let's do Boca. You guys already know what's in Miami. All right. So you already got. Let's cancel that. You already got all of these. All of these La Quintas. There's 8, right? And so La Quinta has, because they serve breakfast, they have an ice machine in the kitchen. Then they have ice machines on each floor. That's what I like about La Quinta. And La Quinta uses Manitowoc. So if you're talking about carrying parts, the hotels are a good one. Now, sometimes they're a rough customer, because they'll play games with the money. The thing is with the hotels is the hotels do not pay you right then and there. La Quinta specifically. All right, let me see how many people are on here. 7. All right. La Quinta specifically. If you do work for La Quinta, um, La Quinta has a two-part payment process. So you come out. Does La Quinta 20 minutes away? Man, it should be one closer than that. Um, because Christine, you're in Austin, Christine. You're in Austin, and then you're moving to Miami, moving back to Miami, right? Let me see here. Oh, I think that's Miami repair. Um, there's always a La Quinta. There's always a La Quinta by you. I look at all these. I doubt there's one 20 minutes away. I'm pretty sure it's a lot closer than that. Um, I'm pretty sure it's one lot closer. Okay, all right. So La Quinta has a two-part system. So you come out, you got to take a look, and then you got to get an estimate. Well, they'll write you a check, but then the headquarters does not put any money in their bank account. Every single check that they write, corporate has to put money into that account. That check will not clear, right? They're not going to have any money for you. So they don't pay you by credit card. So you're going to tell them over the phone how much it's going to cost you to come out, how much it's going to cost you to take a look at those 3, 4, 5 ice machines. All right. One in the kitchen, one on the first floor for the resident, for the guests. Then on each floor. So like looking at this one here, uh this is like a, what is this, 3-story? Yeah, it's a 3-story. So, excuse me. So this is a 3-story. So that means they at least have 3. Man, it's going by so fast. They at least have they at least got like 6 machines for a location that looks like this, right? Because they're gonna have some in the middle. So they're gonna have one by the front office, one for the kitchen, and then they're gonna have uh 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. So 2, 4, 6. So yeah, they're gonna have like 6. They could have 5, but typically they're gonna have about 6 ice machines. So whatever's going on with one is going on with the others. Um, so you're gonna have to give them an estimate. Then they're gonna have to call corporate. It's gonna take a day or 2 for that money to hit that account, and then they'll give you the check. So you're gonna have to come back to get each check, because they don't want to give you a check, because they know if you take the check and you put it in right away, it's going to bounce. So you have to wait, and then they're going to get on the phone when you get there, and then they're going to call corporate and ask them to check the balance on that bank account. So just be aware, if you deal with La Quinta specifically, that is how they do it. And most hotels do a system very, very similar to that. Um, because yeah, let me see. First thing, give me your zip code. Give me your zip code. Let's see what it is. 33 what? Because mine was 3 3. What was mine? 33605 or 33065, something like that. Yeah, what was mine? 3301. All right. So I guarantee you have one because 20 minutes is that's a long drive in South Florida. That is a long way. I mean, in 20 minutes, you're out of Miami and you're in Fort Lauderdale at that point in time. Like I said, I lived there for years. I was ripping and running in South Florida. South Florida is a meat grinder. Y'all can keep it. Y'all can have it. All right. So, any other questions? I see there's like drifting in and out, like 7, 8 people. It's like 9 people in there right now. Okay, cool. 33179. So let's see what we got here. Man, see, I knew it. I knew it. With traffic, it's a hotel. It's a hotel. What traffic? You're not limited. You can go anytime. This is commercial. You can go anytime, especially when it's hotels. You can go 3 o'clock in the morning if you want. You can go 5 in the morning. A hotel does not close. I love hotels. A hotel does not close. A hotel does not close. What traffic? Man, if you want to go 7 o'clock, you can go right now. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning for y'all. It is 1:36 for y'all. You can go right now to the hotel. You can go right now. Hey, I'm here to take a look at those units. All right, go ahead. Yeah, that's when you want to do them. You could go ahead if you are really on your grind. I've done it before. I don't advise you to do it, but yeah, strip clubs are a pain in the butt. I'll tell you about strip clubs too. All right, so if you really on your grind, yeah, you can go and clean the 5, 6 machines. You can get there by 8, 9 o'clock. I guarantee you're not gonna finish till about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna be dog ass tired. And then you're gonna go ahead, sleep for a couple hours and go out there and get it. But you done already put, a couple grand in your pocket. You done already went and put, man, you done already put some money in your pocket. Already went and put some money in your pocket just that night. So if you're greedy, you're younger, when you're older, you just can't do that one no more. You just can't do that one. But so you can clean those machines all throughout the night because you're not making any noise. Even though I know you see me with the brush, the spin brush on the drill, you're not making any noise. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're actually making less noise because you're not even making ice. So all throughout the night, those things are making ice. And in La Quintas, those things are outside. So you're not even bothering anybody. Those things are outside the rooms in those little nooks. And like I said, they're 9 times out of 10 they're going to be Manitowoc. Do some people go ahead and do Hoshizaki? Yeah, but 9 times out of 10 they're going to be Manitowocs. Strip clubs. Strip clubs are a pain in the ass. The reason why strip clubs are a pain in the ass, they're not open till late. They're not open till late. So if you do want to, you don't have the option. With a hotel, you have the option. Hotel, if you want to go ahead and go there at 3 o'clock in the morning, drop the kid off at school, and then run on over to the hotel, bam, you can do that. Can't do that with a strip club. Can't do that with a strip club. And then strip club usually has garbage in there. Strip club is usually making food with air fryers and toasters and microwaves and all that other stuff. They don't usually have like kitchen equipment in there because they don't want to pay for vent hoods and all that stuff. So and then when it comes to ice machines in a strip club, 9 times out of 10 it's leased. 9 times out of 10 that ice machine belongs to another company. So you don't touch a machine that's being leased. That is the property of another company. You don't want to get sued. I only have Scotsman right now. Can I still do Manitowoc, or do I need to wait until I get it? No, because it all depends. So if you never see a Manitowoc, I mean, what's the point? You know, if you never see a Hoshizaki, what's the point? It all depends on what's in your area. Um, the oh man, I don't have Manitowoc on it. But if you go to Manitowoc, right? If you go to ManitowocIce.com, you can go to training, and all the videos are here. All the videos, blah blah blah, cleaning and sanitizing. All the videos are there.
HVAC owners,
So
what is
it's
up?
not
I have a question.
always,
How many
the
leads
machines
are
are not
you
always
getting
the same.
for $100?
Let me turn this down.
Hello, and welcome
Hey,
to Manitowoc Ice Service Training Center.
that's my guy right
here
there.
in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. My name is
9
Jonathan,
times out of 10,
and
they're gonna
today
have
we're going
Manitowoc.
to show you the
9 times
procedures
out of 10.
for
Sometimes they
cleaning
could have
and
Hoshizaki,
sanitizing
but most
Indigo's
times they're
next
gonna have that.
ice machines.
This
We're
guy
using
is doing
IYT
training classes now.
0450A
So
461 for this example today. Now,
and
it's very important you only
it's
use
very
Manitowoc
good that
approved
he's going out.
cleaners
See, here's the cleaner.
for cleaning ice
All right,
machines.
there's the
Part number
cleaner from Manitowoc.
9405463.
There's the
And
part
the
number.
Manitowoc ice sanitizer.
There's the part number for the
Part number
sanitizer. You can order it on Amazon and ship it right to your house. Call it a day.
9405653.
Okay?
While performing
Order
these
that, call it a
procedures, do
day.
not mix the cleaner and sanitize together,
Yes.
as the solutions would cancel each other out. Wear rubber gloves and safety glasses when handling the ice machine cleaner or sanitizer.
Yeah, have you talked to the brother that answered the phone on the tech support?
Operation and maintenance
They've been putting some young guy
comes with
on the
the
phone.
ice
He only been there like a
Well, you can
year
download a copy from
or
our
8
website,
months. And he said he doesn't know anything. He said he just got there. So we're putting the heat on him. I'm calling. I'll probably call Atlanta and put some heat on it and see what they do. They're supposed to do it. They're supposed to do this every year. So we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. I'll give him a like. All right. So if you go to the site, here is.
Which we are showing you today.
Don't even worry about ordering some. Just order one of each because you're not using the whole bottle. There's instructions on it. There's instructions on it. All right, and fair use on this. Fair use. All right. There's instructions. There are gradient markings. It's on the side. It was on the other side. All right, there are markings. There are markings on the side that tells you how many ounces to use in there. So it's not a lot. One bottle will last you. I mean, one bottle you do a whole hotel.
So before we get started
with the one bottle, excuse me.
We're going to need a few
See,
items.
that's all you need.
We will need a bucket.
You can go to the dollar store. See, that's from Harbor Freight. You can go to the dollar store. You can get the brush. You don't need that. You need something stronger than that. You get the sponges, the brushes, the gloves from Harbor Freight, the spray bottles from Harbor Freight. I mean, the dollar store. Scratch all of that. The dollar store. You can go to the dollar store and get all of those things. You can get all of that. All right. So this is here. He goes over everything. This guy, he is my go-to. See, don't use the citrus. Do not use the bleach because otherwise it's going to strip the coating right off. A lot of guys that think they know it all, they were going out there using bleach, and now those machines needed thousands of dollars of repair because they changed the way that they plated the machines. So bleach is a no-no. You used to be able to go out there years ago with bleach or just ammonia. Well, it's bleach. You used to be able to go out there and clean these ice machines. You can't do that anymore. Cannot do that anymore. Right. They have isomatic. All right. Use that a fire station? Yeah. You know what? I like fire stations. Because it was pretty nice sized ice machine, right? So fire stations have everything. They want to make sure them guys don't have to go nowhere. They have a nice gourmet kitchen upstairs, and downstairs, always downstairs, they got a big ice machine. So that isomatic is probably fairly new. because I guarantee you before they probably had like had a Hoshizaki or a Manitowoc.
And the display
Um,
indicates add chemical.
so it's always see.
Add the
There's the
proper
countdown.
amount of
These are
ice
the newer
machine
machines.
cleaner to the
See,
water trough by pouring between the water curtain and
5 ounces.
the evaporator.
See, just that. That's
Then
it.
confirm
That's
the
it.
chemical
Five
is added.
ounces.
Step 4. Wait until the clean cycle is
He got
complete
the Scotsman train. I told him about the
25
class.
minutes. This is depending on the incoming
I was
water
supposed to
pressure,
start.
which
I was supposed
affects
to
the
do
length of the
these
rinse and repeat cycle.
in the beginning of the year, and
The clean
I have been
cycle
dragging this
comprises
for
of
years.
10 minutes of
And
washing,
so by the time I did
followed
start, you guys
by
had actually missed
6
some of the Scotsman
rinses and
classes.
flushes.
Now, because I started telling people about the
After
Scotsman classes,
complete,
they pulled them.
disconnect power to the ice machine.
They actually pulled the
And the
classes.
dispenser when used.
So
Step 5.
I am going
Root
to.
cause cleaning.
I'm in
Before
talks with
evaporating
Scotsman to
and
make sure that
using this
they
example,
come out with him, come
each
back out with him.
will have a
Call your
distribution
local
tube
URI
and a
and
water
request
or
a
depth
date for
sensor.
Scotsman.
Remove the
Call
water
your
curtain.
local URI. Do
Gently
not
scratch
call a
the
URI that
curtain
is nowhere
so
near
as
you.
to remove it
Call
from
your
the
local
right side.
URI,
Slide
and
the
they are the
tube
ones
out
responsible
and
for
remove the
telling you
curtain
about
from
your
the
local
machine.
Scotsman class.
Next,
All
remove
right.
the ice thickness probe.
Okay,
Compress
so
the
here's
handle
everything. Like I
on
said,
the
everything
local
is.
ice thickness
This is
probe
what determines
so
how
that the
thick that
ice
ice
thickness probe
gets.
can
If the
fit
ice
within
gets too
one
thick,
pin
it's
or
because
more.
this is too
The ice
far away
thickness
from the
probe can
chill
be
plate.
cleaned at this point
And so
without
there's a little
using
screw on it
removal.
right up there. There's a little
If complete
screw. Oh,
removal
sorry,
is
it's right up
desired,
there. There's a little
disconnect
screw
the wiring from the
that
control board.
brings it closer or further
Remove the water
away, and it
trough.
listens for the sound
Depress
of
the
ice
tabs
cracking.
on the right
And
and
so if the
left
ice is
sides
too
of the
thick, you gotta
water
let it
trough.
all melt off,
Allow
whether
the
you want to
rear of
pour
the
water on
water
it or
to
put
drop
it in
onto the
harvest.
billet
And then
or
you're gonna bring it
this is
closer.
to clear
You're gonna
the water
counter
cover.
screw that screw so it
Remove the
goes a
water
little bit
level
closer,
probe.
quarter at a
Pull the
time.
probe straight down to
Yeah,
disconnect.
yeah, I know, I know.
Lower
There
until the
was,
wiring connector is visible.
as when I checked
Disconnect
before I
the
started telling everybody
connector
about the classes,
and
they
then
had them
remove the
mapped
probe
out for a
from the
good
machine.
6 to 8 months.
Remove the
So
water
I saw my
distribution
class was
tube.
up there, and my class is now
Note,
gone.
thumb screws for the distribution tube
I didn't bother
correspond
to
to water
download
troughs.
all of those
Loosen
sheets
thumb screws,
because
but do
why
not
would
take
I?
thumb screws
They're up
out
there
of the
for
distribution
everybody
tube.
to see. It's not like
Loosen the
I'm
two
telling you
outer
guys about some
screws
kind
and
of
pull
secret.
forward on the tube to release
But they
from
decided to
the
pull them.
filament.
They decided to pull them.
On larger
So
machines, you'll need to
I'm in the midst
disassemble
of
the
talking with them
distribution
to make sure that
by
they put this
loosening the
stuff back out,
two
or at least
thumb
give it to
screws
me
and
so that I can
dividing
give
the
you guys further
assembly into
instruction on
two
how to
pieces.
handle classes.
Step 6.
So it's
Mix a
very
solution
important
of cleaner and lukewarm water.
that you
Depending
state
upon the amount of mineral
that you
buildup,
just take
a
notes. It's
larger
just very
volume
important that you take
distribution
notes
may be
because I
required.
guarantee you, when you
Use
start
a
asking
ratio of
questions,
1
the
gallon of
answer
water to
is coming
16 ounces of
5 to 10
cleaner
seconds
to thoroughly
after
clean
that
all
that
parts.
teacher said something that you wanted to ask a question about.
Step 7.
So it
Use
really
alcohol
slows down
cleaner
classes, and
and pour a
they don't
solution
like
to
that.
clean
Even
all
though they
parts.
might have
When the
told
cleaner
some people
solution
that
is filled,
already went
remove
and
the
said,
hose
"Oh,
from
don't
the
worry
water
about it, ask
scale
me any
and
questions you
remove the
want."
deposit.
That was a lie.
Once
That
the
was a
cleaning
lie.
stops, use a
All right,
spray
so this is
bottle
my
to
boy
liberally
right here. There's
also
nobody that knows more about
use a
Manitowoc than
nasal
that guy right
sanitizer.
there. This guy
Use
right
a
here.
spray bottle to liberally apply the solution.
That's
When
the
sanitizing, pay
sanitizer.
attention to the
That what that's
quality
going to do is
level.
that's going to kill the mold and
1
everything.
kg.
Now, it's not
Add
going
chemical.
to
Add the proper
kill the
amount of ice
mold
machine
for the
sanitizer
long
to the water
term
trough
like
by
bleach would.
pouring between the
So
water
here's the
curtain
trick.
and the
Now,
evaporator.
when you
Then
can you
confirm the
guys see
chemical is
the
added.
arrow? Yeah,
Step
yes, take notes.
14.
And so you want
Add
to clean
glucose
the
and
plastic
secure front
surfaces with
door.
bleach,
The ice machine will
right?
automatically
Do
start to
not
make
put the
ice
bleach
after the
in the
sanitized
water
cycle is
where it's
complete.
going to cycle
This
over the
takes
metal.
approximately 20
Only
minutes.
around the plastic underneath,
And there you
right?
have it.
Underneath
The
that
interior
machine,
cleaning and
underneath this top,
sanitizing procedure is
you're going to
complete,
want to
and you should
wipe
be
all of
ready
that
for
with bleach,
another 6
and
months
that
of
will
efficient operation.
prevent
Hope to see you
mold
next time
and
on
pink
one of our
slime
videos
from
or one of our
repopulating.
informative
And
webcasts
most people don't
here
know
from
that.
Manitowoc,
Most
Wisconsin.
people don't know that.
Hope to
So
see you
if
soon.
you spray sanitizer, yes, it's gonna be nice and clean, but that heat and everything, that moisture is gonna cause it to repopulate fairly quickly. Fairly quickly. So bleach, wiping down the plastic surfaces with bleach will retard that mold from coming back up. All right, so let me show you guys some more. So go on the Manitowoc site. The videos are also on Hoshizaki. So you guys see where to go to Manitowoc Ice and get these classes. You not only do you have this, all right, so you have the training courses, all this stuff is free. You have all this. For the Neo, you guys saw me do the install on the little Neo, and I had to run that crazy drain from the back over, around, and over to the mop sink. That was just nuts. Um, so through that company, Igniter Labs, they want to charge you like 200-300 bucks for this, but you can get this for free, right? The other ones you can't, but this you can get for free, straight from Manitowoc. So yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. Sorry about how loud it is. It's gonna, yeah, flash for service. All right, so this tells you what to do, what's going on with it. So this is just like that's the same thermistor like what you have in a refrigerator. It's the same thermistor check like what you want to do on a Samsung or LG. Same thermistor check. What he's gonna say is you take it in an ice bath, put that thermistor in there, and check for the ohm reading. All right. So there it is. There's your value chart. Okay. What brand do I think is most popular in Memphis? Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. So all of this stuff is regional, right? All of this stuff is regional. Manitowoc is made in Wisconsin. So of course, if you go to Wisconsin, you're gonna see a lot of Manitowoc. Hoshizaki is in Atlanta. Of course, when you go there, you're gonna see a lot of Hoshizaki. Um, so you have that as a factor. Then each machine, how much would they pay? Right. So that all depends. That all depends. So you're dealing with a La Quinta. How dirty is it? Is the health department on their ass? Right. You got to go with a charge to pay depending on what you see. So you have to take a look at this stuff. Is it easy going or is it scummy? You can go to a hotel, they might have not cleaned this thing for years. Using the health department's report, you look up that address. You look and see what the violations are. You look and see what they said about the ice machines. And now you're able to paint a fuller picture. You have weapons, you got tools to go in and you're not going blind, right? So you know, oh, they got a violation. So first of all, you know they only got 5 to 10 days, right? 5 to 10 days. Did they get an extension? Yeah, the heat is on them. Heat is on them. So now they're getting fines. Corporate is calling them. You might be the only person willing to do the cleaning because some people they don't want to do cleaning. They feel it's beneath them. They feel cleaning is beneath them. And technically, we should not call it cleaning. We should call it descaling because really, you're not even doing cleaning. You're descaling these suckers anyway. Um, so it all depends. And then to get back to what brands, right? Now you're in Memphis. How far are you away from the casinos in Memphis? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? So when you're in Memphis, it all depends. It all depends. So what I was trying to say is each manufacturer, each distributor, they might be pushing a certain product. And then, like I showed you before, La Quinta carries a certain product. Um, so it all depends on what kind of convenience stores you got, what kind of gas stations you got, what kind of customer are you going after? Okay, 30 minutes. So what kind of customer are you going after, right? If you're going after a Sonic, Sonic only has isomatic. If you're going after Burger King is going to be a toss up. They've been moving away from Manitowoc. So if it's an older Burger King, you're gonna have a Manitowoc. If it's a redone Burger King or they pitched out all old stuff, they're gonna have a Hoshizaki. If say like if that owner decides like hell with this, I'm just gonna go with the newer stuff. I'm gonna slowly update my stores. So he's gonna go with Hoshizaki. They've been moving towards Hoshizaki. So each one has a certain plan that they go by. So to say what's popular, this is not residential. You got to stop that. You're hurting yourself. This is not residential. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. The only thing that transfers over is the knowledge and skills that you got in actually diagnosing and doing the work. Everything else is completely different. It's like saying, "Oh, which kind of semi trailers do they have in Memphis? What kind of man Volvo truck? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Is it Peterbilt? I don't know. It's all gonna vary. It's gonna depend on who's the biggest dealer in the area. Are they undercutting other people in the area to get that product out? Um, if you got Freddy's, let's see what's in there. Let me see. Oh shoot, I wasn't even showing. My bad. I wasn't even show you. My bad. The video that popped up was in another screen, so you guys didn't even see it. You guys didn't even see it. I'm sorry. Um, so this is what you're gonna see in those hotels. This is a hotel dispenser. I can't believe that. That didn't even show up. All right, so let me show you Memphis. I'm gonna look some of this stuff up. Give me some. Let's see here. Do they have Dairy Queen? Let me see if I can skip past this commercial. All right, so there he is again. This is the one on the hotel bin. This whole front comes off. The screws are down at the bottom. When the first time I saw one, I was like, how the hell I take this thing apart? Yeah, the screws are at the front underneath. One down here, one down there. You got two in there to hold that up, and then the other one's down at the bottom. So all the videos are there. So when you go to the site the first time to take a look, take pictures. Take lots and lots of pictures. And then you always want to take a picture of the model and serial number tag. All right. You're able to tell how old the machine is from there. See? So now he's got the cover off, able to show you the mechanisms and all that other good stuff. All that stuff got to be wiped off.
But don't lock it into the pins. Just
It's kind of hard to clean these hotels. There it is at the bottom. So it goes in at the bottom. Two screws hold that in, and then like you said, there's two screws on the inside in there.
And if you make sure that the chute is through the hole for the front dispenser.
All right, you guys want to see the Hoshizaki? You guys want to see the Hoshizaki side? So you have Dairy Queen over there. So, oh man, just that quick, I drew a blank. So Dairy Queen all have the same thing. All right. They only have a choice of one or two items as far as let's see if this shows an interior. Man, don't give me the line. I want to say Dairy Queen has Hoshizaki. It's a weird thing, and you're gonna see this when you actually go to the. Okay, all right, cool. We'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. You're gonna go to these classes, and guys are gonna take a drink, and they're gonna start talking about the ice, and it is going to freak you out. That these guys are going to take a sip, have the ice in their mouth, and they go, "Oh, this is isomatic ice. Oh, this is Hoshizaki ice. Oh, this is." You like, what the hell? And that's because we know what size ice. We know what the ice looks like coming out of these different machines. But I want to say it's Hoshizaki. They have master built refrigeration. These should be master built or Norlakes. Then on the cooking, the grill that they have is going to be a Nico, or it will be a oh god, I forgot already. But it's a bachelor's broiler, and so it like takes these the burgers and then like puts them in like a cassette. It puts them into the grill, and it goes on a conveyor. It comes down. It comes out fully cooked. Dairy Queen always needs help. Dairy Queen always needs help. When's the last time y'all been in a Dairy Queen? because Dairy Queen needs help. I'm telling y'all. Hoshizaki, America. Yeah, Dairy Queen is just, I took my daughter to a Dairy Queen for the first time in her life, and she was like, it's all right. See, so this is the different this is a different ice. The ice looks different. Hoshizaki ice is different from everyone's because it has this weird half shape. It's almost like a residential ice. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I took her to the first time because she said she'd never been to a Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen was like the thing when I was a kid. We always went to Dairy Queen. See, so now they have this round ice. That's the new thing. I haven't even seen one of these yet. I don't know why my stuff is not. See, these are the different crescent, cubelet, soft cubelet, flake. This is what I have, flake, top hat. That's residential styles, that top hat. Oh, good. All right. So this is so the reason why it's flat on one side and round on the other is because the ice is like this. Let me see if I can see myself. Let me see if I can see myself. Hold on one second. All right. So the ice is like this. Inside this machine, water runs straight up, well, straight down. Water comes up the front, goes over a tube, and comes running down. And that water comes running down and it's freezing on this plate. And as it freezes, the water freezes where the tube is. So there's tubes that run behind the plate, and the water freezes right there. And as it grows, it gets bigger as it protrudes out. And then at a certain point, the machine will stop. The plate will heat up, and then water will run over that plate, and it'll help knock it off. And it sounds like thunder when it comes down. It's so much ice, and the customers love it. It sounds like thunder. If you're too close to it, I mean, it'll really hurt your ears. So let me show you where it is. It's going to be in support. Let's go down to training. All right, that's the training schedule. These are the manuals, which you're really not gonna want. Anybody see the books that I showed you on the previous videos, what a Hoshizaki book looks like? All right, this is the sequence. We'll go to training. Sanitizing, I don't want to do it. Here's a cleaning. Fair use. Uh-oh. Hold on one second now. It opened up into another. Here we go.
Welcome to Hoshizaki America.
Fair
We're
use.
committed to serving you, our customer, with products.
So this is the bin. This does not get cold. Everyone says, "Oh, the bin isn't cold. Something's wrong. It's broken." It doesn't get cold. It's just a cooler. Everything is here. Everything is here, and this just sits on top of the cooler.
Lift the front panel.
See, this is the machine. The machine stops here. Where you see that plastic is where it stops. There's a compressor. All that stuff is up there.
Next, we want to drain the water.
Man, y'all really hanging in there with me,
Start
geez.
by removing the base.
All right. All of this gets. I'm trying to find where the whole interior was black, and it was a hotel too. It was a home two suites or whatever. I did. Man, I had to clean 5 machines. And I think on that one I did do an all-nighter on that one too. I did do an all-nighter. But the larger hotels are nice. They think they know what they're doing, but they have no clue, and so they got to bring you in. So, get out of there. There's the pump. All these hoses have to come apart. All these clamps, you don't need a tool. You just squeeze it with your fingers. Like a LG pump or a Samsung pump on the washer. You just squeeze it and they come off.
Next, you're gonna open.
Need to get some commercial. Oh yeah. This is you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just watch the videos. Watch the videos. The training classes that you go to are not really going to go over cleaning because, like I said, most guys think it's beneath them. Most guys think it's beneath them. They don't want to do it. Most large companies will actually have a designated crew. What they'll do is they'll take the new guys on the totem pole and they'll stick them in a van or a little car, and they'll send them out there to clean the machines.
To the off position.
What's another hotel chain? Man, Miami is full of them. Miami's full of them. You got Days Inn, Quality Inn, Sleep Inn. That's all the same. That's all the same company, right? So you really don't have to do that. I mean, you can do that, but you really don't have to do that. I just take everything apart and clean it.
Drain the reservoir.
This top slides up without a single tool needed. You just push up. That whole top comes up. This panel comes out, and like I said, you got to take everything apart and clean it. Nothing like what he's doing. What you're gonna see is gonna be nasty. It's gonna be disgusting, and it's gonna need all your attention. All right, it's very simple. All you have to do, look, all you have to do is open your eyes. And what do you mean? What's another hotel chain? You got a whole list of them on the health department list. There,
Hoshizaki America
you can
offers
go
a
on.
variety
The
of
nice thing
services
about the
and
Miami
include
list
not
is,
only
well, Florida
technicians,
in
but
general,
refrigerators and
is you can
fixtures,
look just by
air
hotels.
fryers, prep
You look
tables,
just by
clear
hotels.
washers, display cases, and other
So
products for your
the thing
office
with
or home.
Hoshizaki is Hoshizaki's got
Visit our website
so Hoshizaki tries to target a lot of chains.
www.hoshizakiamerica.com
They
for
like
more
they
product and sales information.
Hoshizaki will let me go back. Hoshizaki has refrigeration. So if you go into a Chipotle and you look into Chipotle, you're gonna see a Hoshizaki where they have all the drink, the beer and whatever juice and stuff they got in there. Then you're gonna see the fridge and the freezer back there. Those are both Hoshizaki. You're gonna see the ice machine is Hoshizaki. And then you can't see it, but down at the bottom, some of the prep tables are Hoshizaki. Hoshizaki's trying to take over the whole thing. Now, I repeat, do not mess with a Chipotle. Do not mess with a Chipotle. Chipotle has gone with their own people, right? They've gone with their own in-house crew, and their own in-house crew cannot keep up, which everybody tries and fails. Their own in-house cannot keep up. The store, that actual location, will not be able to pay you. I don't give a damn what they tell you. Do not listen to them. Tell them, okay, I'll take down your number and I'll call you back sometime later. We're real busy. They're trying to bullshit you. They're trying to screw you over. They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, we'll take your information. We'll send you money." They can't. They won't. So it's a computerized system. You got to be a vendor of Chipotle, and Chipotle is not going to sign you up as a vendor because they spent hundreds of millions of dollars to have their own service crew. Don't touch them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I get called by them all the time because I'm the Hoshizaki guy. I'm the Hoshizaki guy for this area, so I get stuck with them. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Locate service rep. All right, so let me do. Right, so if you do this, oh shoot. Hold on one second. It opened up another window. So if you do this, my shit is 006. Yeah, look who comes up. Look who comes up. All right, you guys know who that is? You guys know who that is? Let me see what my thing is at. The hell? Hold on, guys. Oh, there we go. My StreamYard moved. My StreamYard moved. All right, so there I am. All right, Louisiana Street. I am this guy right here, dead center, dead center of Houston. So I did this on purpose. So I typically am gonna get the calls on quite a bit of stuff. So yeah, you see people here, there, everywhere. But because I'm in the center, a lot of corporations would choose me just because I'm centrally located. So it is what it is, and that's by design. Um, and it'll be like that for ISO. So what happens is once you go to the class, technically you're supposed to be on the website. I'll do this. I'll do this for you guys in a second. I'll do this for you a second. So I am not first. So they are first because they stock parts. I do not stock parts, but they're not in Houston. He's in Humble, Texas. He's like an hour north. He's in Spring. He's like an hour north. So this is northeast. This is straight north, straight due north. And once again, I'm downtown. And why do I have that? That's wrong. I have to call him about that. Custom Mechanical, he's also in Cypress. So Cypress, Spring, Humble, that leaves you with me. So technically, when it comes to Houston, I come up first. And then this guy, oh wow. There used to be 35 of us on this list. Huh. It used to be a very long list. Wow. The hell is that? Oh, that's isomatic. Oh yeah. I'm showing you isomatic. Yeah, isomatic is not a long list. On the Hoshizaki, it used to be a long one. Let me see if I can see you guys. Okay. Now, you said hotel chains. All right. Sleep in. Just do Miami. Because I done forgot what the hell the one we had. See, Sleep In is part of Choice Hotels. See? So you got Choice Hotels all over. All over. And Choice Hotels, we're gonna get a picture. I believe we should have a picture of. I mean, I used to live in Florida, dude. I'm telling you, there's a hotel every 15 feet. There's a damn hotel. Okay, so this has been one of the recent remodels. I don't know what Florida's gonna have. To be honest with you, I don't know what they're gonna have. In Houston, they have Hoshizaki. All right. Now, even though, even though I'm telling you, that doesn't even mean anything to you guys because I just showed you that Hoshizaki website. We saw all those Hoshizakis behind that trainer. Even if it's a regular Hoshizaki, there's still like 4 or 5 different type of regular Hoshizakis, and now they have 5, 6 different type of bend switches. The bend switch is what tells the machine to stop when it's full of ice. All right. So you got all the different type of bend switches. You got these different type of floats. Now you got 2 different type of floats in Hoshizaki. So depending on how old or how new it is, and then sometimes you're gonna have a mix. Sometimes you're gonna find old isomatics in there with a mix of Hoshizaki and Manitowoc, which is why I'm suggesting all the classes. That's why I'm suggesting all the classes to everybody. All right. Everybody else is 8 people in here. Ask a question. Ask a question. Let me look up some more stuff for you guys. Ask a question. And for Miami, there's a freaking hotel every 5 steps. There's a damn hotel. Every 5 steps. So let's see here. See, they serve free breakfast. So there's one downstairs. Trying to see what free coffee, laundry. See, they got laundry. Normally they show you this kind of stuff. Hell, that's the one right there at the airport. Let me see. Yeah, that's a selling point. But normally it's going to be, and the laundry is going to be a residential style washer machine. It's going to be, see, they just showing me the same BS pictures. It's gonna be top load Whirlpool, GE. See, they just telling me amenities. All right, enough of that. But anyway, you got Choice Hotels. Here's locations. All of these are Choice Hotels, plus 7 more brands. All of those are the different ones. So comfort, sleep in, and quality are, oh yeah, and Clarion. Yeah, those are the most popular ones. Let me see if I can just pull up Let me try to pull up some more stuff. Let's go with Miami. View all the Miami hotels. Now, 19 hotels. 19. Let me see if you guys are with me. 19 hotels just with that chain alone. That's not La Quinta included in that. That's not Holiday Inn included with that. 19 hotels. Yeah, there's a lot. I used to live there. I know how many there are. Yes, they have Hoshizaki training in Miami. Not only are they going to have Hoshizaki training in Miami, but Hoshizaki owns the distributor in Miami. So yeah, I can put the screws to them. Oh yeah, need to defrost deep freezers. Yeah, now see, they say they're deep freezers, but they might not be deep freezer. The people that are coming out, the health department, they don't know the appliances. They see a freezer and they just call it a deep freezer, but it's probably an actual, you know, it just looks like a regular refrigerator, but it's a freezer. Because these people aren't going to have deep freezers. That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense to have a deep freezer. Um, but you're gonna know. You're gonna know when you see it because you can't cite somebody for having frost around the ring of a deep freezer because deep freezer is gonna have a frost around the top. So it's not a deep freezer. Yes, they're gonna have training, and yes, the training is. I remember I showed you if you went to that post, I put out that post specifically for you. The training is going to be in Pensacola. What is it? Hold on one second. It's four places. It is Orlando. The train's going to be in Orlando. It's going to be in Pembroke. Is it Pembroke Pines? Anyway, wherever you said you live, that's where it is. Yeah, I know you like to take it, but it's not going to be until the end of the year. It's not the Hoshizaki training. It's not going to be till the end of the year. I know you guys want to take this training now. It doesn't work like that. It's whenever they get around to it because they got the same one or two guys traveling around the whole continental United States. And they'll do like a whole week. Well, they used to do a whole week. Now they're limited to like 3 days. But yeah, there's a lot. And so you don't know what's in there. Because sometimes the hotels, when they have a problem, they don't get the ice machine fixed. And in order to sell the ice machine, they got to have a working ice machine. So they will go ahead and take out that ice machine and put in whatever ice machine they can get as soon as possible. And so you might go into a hotel, they might have Hoshizaki, Isomatic, and Scotsman all in the same hotel. And that's because they might have went through 3, 4 owners. And the owner was like, I'm not buying this thing without working ice machines. And they go, oh my God, I got to go get ice machines. And so they'll go get an ice machine. Plantation, yes. Plantation has it. Right. I know he's not going to get back to you. They don't have the date yet. It's not going to be the date before the pandemic was in May, right? So you got to wait. You got to wait. That is, but you're not going to learn anything about cleaning in the class. The class is just to get certified on it. Everything you need to know is going to be on that Hoshizaki America website. Hoshizaki America website has everything you need in it. That's everything you need to get training, right? Because you're gonna go to the Hoshizaki training, and it's gonna be deer in headlights. You're not gonna know what the hell they're talking about. I had to go to about 3 classes before I finally started figuring out what the hell they were talking about. And then by the time I went to the 5th year, then I really got the hang of it. And I really understood what the hell the trainer was talking about. But they started talking about sequence of operation. And when the machine started, it does this. And then after a few minutes, it does that. And then after this, it goes back to this point. And you're going to be sitting there like, what the hell is he talking about? Do the online classes, learn that. You will not get certified doing the online classes, but you'll know what the hell's going on with the online classes. When you get certified, when you get that certificate that I showed you guys the picture of, you're now able to sell it. Once you take the class and you get that certificate, then they put your name on the website. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. But once you get your name on there, then it's like residential where people are going to go see the website. They're going to do what I did, HoshizakiAmerica.com. They're going to put in the zip code, and then boom, you're going to be one of their options. And then you're going to be one of the people that they call. So now you're not paying for advertising, stuff like that, because people are going to go to the website because they want somebody who, quote unquote, knows the machine. They want the expert. They want the authority on the machine. And so once you get on that list, now you're the authority. You're the expert. They want the best. So quote unquote, you're the best. And that's what they're going to go to. And that's the ones on the list is the ones that's going to demand the money. All right, because you're going to go to the class. Like some of you already went to the classes already. Like when you went to the ones in Orlando and stuff like that, you saw how packed the class was. All those companies, they're able to do service, but only a few end up on the list. Only a few. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you what they did to me. All right, we'll go to Scotsman. So you go to service and support. So yeah, Scotsman's like, yeah, we'll put you on there. Well, see, we go to events and there's not gonna be anything on there. I have to get on them about that. All right, so Scotsman got stuff. Oh, there we go. Yes, see, I was on them. So here we go. They put some more out there. These are ARS, because I showed called. All right, so I got to do a video for you guys. So here is El Paso, Albuquerque. These are New Mexico. Oh, San Diego. I have a viewer that's from San Diego. Are you here? Are you here? There's 7 people here. San Diego. I have a very strong viewer. San Diego is actually like my 3rd biggest market. San Diego and LA. I got a video just for restaurants in San Diego and LA that I'm going to be putting out when I get to 300. So here it is for Scotsman. So they're putting these out slowly. They're getting around to it. Now let me show you. They make this so hard. It's not supposed to be this hard. So you would put in the serial number and then you get all the data on the unit, how old the unit is, all that. So always make sure you take a picture. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Man, this thing keeps doing this to me. This is what happened one of the times when I did a video. And nothing showed up because it was. I did a video and nothing showed up because it was on the wrong screen. Yeah, it's not going to show. All right, but let me find locate service dealer. Here we go. They make this stuff so hard. Bam. So as you look and see, I'm not there. QVR, that's one of my competitors there, huge company. I'm not there. In order to find me, you actually have to go to residential. And then under residential, there I am. Under residential. So I will have people call me from Scotsman. And I go, wait a minute. You calling me with a Scotsman? Right. I'm going to go to at time. Found a couple of websites. Yeah, but mainly the websites you're going to is what you know what, because they want me to take care of the residential side. And so they got me limited over there. It's just crazy. But sometimes people will still call me. Be honest with you, Scotsman isn't topped on my list anyway. In my market, there's not very many Scotsmen anyhow. The Scotsman is Embassy Suites. All Embassy Suites use Scotsman, and Embassy Suites use their own people. They have their own in-house tax, and I think they use like a water cooled system. So there's no love lost there. I don't really worry about it. Okay. What else? And Scotsman has their stuff too. Let me go back to the Hoshizaki America. So if you go to Hoshizaki, you have all the stuff, and actually, you can get they have the cleaning sheets. Bam. You can ask them to send you these sheets, or you can print them. You can print them out. All right. So you can print these out, and let me go to web download. You can print these out. Oh, no. Yes, they have good training. They have all the training that you need. The training that you're going to get at the in person that you're going to get is really they're just really glazing over stuff because these classes are not geared towards new people. These classes are geared toward people that have been working on it for years. They're basically just going over common failures and things that you need to know. That's about it. That's about it. Things that, and then like when they do come up with something new, then they make it mandatory for everybody. But they just go over common failures, um, parts that might have problems or defective parts that they might have received, what's to do when you get them, what kind of changes to do, what parts that they've been getting back to the factory that were still good, right? So they sometimes they'll get parts, and the parts that people say are bad are not bad, and so they have to address that in the classes. So that's mainly why they do the classes. Say, hey man, you guys have been returning a whole bunch of these. You guys have been returning a whole bunch of these inlet water valves, right? Doesn't this look just like a dishwasher inlet water valve? All right, just like a dishwasher valve. You guys have been returning a whole lot of these. Did you know that you can rebuild these? You know you can take them out and clean them. And on the commercial side, we clean a lot of stuff. This is an isomatic. This actually cannot be serviced in the field, even though it does have an inlet that you could take the strainer out. Theirs you actually can't do. All right, so it's getting late. It's already 1:30. It is 2:30 for y'all. I know y'all been hanging in there. I really wasn't expecting to do this, but I know a lot of people call off of work. A lot of people don't go to work the day after Super Bowl anyway. All right. Thank you all for coming. Any questions before I shut it down? 'Cause y'all really been hanging in there, man. Y'all really been thinking. All right. Any other questions? Okay, we got 2 comments. Atlanta class. Oh, yeah. Atlanta class. Um, because Atlanta is the headquarters for for Hoshizaki. The Atlanta class is actually going to be at the headquarters. So those questions are actually answered by no problem. Those questions are actually answered by Hoshizaki themselves. Those classes aren't passed off to somebody else. You're actually going to go to Peach Street. No. You're not going to Peach Street. You're actually going to be going to like Metairie or something like that, or some hotel. Um, but the Atlanta class is later on in the year. They actually are going to do it in person. Since you're in Atlanta, they actually have a hands-on where they take about 10 or 12 machines, and they're all in states of disrepair, and you have to put them back together. So they have the little repair stations. All right. So the actual Atlanta date isn't there, but they're because they own the Atlanta market because they are Hoshizaki, and then they own the Miami market, all of Florida because they're doing the distribution there. Um, it's not till later on in the year. And I just had my Hoshizaki sheet. We go to Hoshizaki America. Let's go over this one more time. If we go to Hoshizaki America, we go to support. Let me go to. So I already have it downloaded. Let me see here. Let's see here. So right now they're getting a lot of pushback from the regular guys because nobody wants to go to class. So the only people that want to go to class are you guys. You guys are the only ones. Oh man, I need my old one. All right, tell you what. This is what I had to do to find it, find the date. All right. Hoshizaki training classes. And this came up with the one from 2019 or something like that. And you can't see this. Oh, they got me. They got me. All right, Texas, Wisconsin. You can't see what I'm seeing. It's a PDF. Let me see here. And I have to. Oh, what the hell am I talking about? All right. All right. Are you still there? Let me see if you're still there. I'm gonna copy this and put this on there. I'm gonna copy this. All right. Let me see if you're still there. I found it for you. I found it. Let me put it on the banner. There's Atlanta. So there's Atlanta. Now, I know I told you not to drive from Miami all the way to Georgia, but we don't know when the class is going to be. Fine. Fine. If you really want to go, if you really want to go to the class, there it is. Atlanta. I'm surprised that's not. That is the phone number, the 404. It's on the 7th of next month. So I don't know what the hell Sunlow is. That's freaky. Anyway, there you go. So I normally do not advise it, but I don't know why they're being so weird about all this. But once you go, if you go ahead and make that, what is it going to take you? 6 hours or 8 hours to get there from Miami? Is it 8? I can't remember. But once you go, you're going to go to the class. You're going to get that certificate, and then once you get that certificate, then you have the ability to do the jobs and then get paid for it if it is warranty. Once you go there and get the training, you can then go to your local, you can go to your local distributor or call your local distributor, show them you've paid for the class. Yeah, 8 hours. That's what I thought. That's what I remember. Once you do that, then you can hound the guy that puts people on the website, and then you can get on the website. If you can get onto the Hoshizaki website as a servicer, that is going to mean the world of difference. You are going to get quite a bit of calls. You will get quite a bit of calls because people want somebody who actually knows the machine. Because you get a ton of guys that work on air conditioning that think they know ice machines, and they get out there and they don't know nothing. They don't know a damn thing, and they stumble through it. And the people they learn their lesson, and they never call the air conditioner company again. And what they do is they go run into that website and try to find somebody that knows. Be careful because Hoshizaki tech support, they only got like 2 guys. They keep saying for 5 years, they've been saying they're gonna add like another 5 other people. They only got 2 guys that answer the phone. And so you might be a hole for a long time. So don't think you're gonna call Hoshizaki tech support and they're gonna come riding in for the rescue. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. You're gonna end up leaving your phone number and they're gonna call you when you drive into the next spot. And then you got to be there. So if they answer and they call you back because you leave your number, they call you back, you're gone. They ain't telling you jack. So you got the Hoshizaki website, and then the website I showed you guys. They have a lot of tech support information. All right, but I'm going to bed. Going to bed. It's 2:30 your time, 1:30 my time. That's it. California ain't checked in. So I'm calling it a night. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for support. Please have people subscribe because I kind of stalled out at like 240 something, 247, almost 250. And when I get to 300, I said I was going to release some more stuff. So I got some more companies I want to give y'all that you can call. Just going to have you working like the same day you call them. They will give you commercial clients to go to. All right. Later.